So we went to go talk to Rust, and I pretty much was very blunt with them. I told them that we know you're taking a lab. You're trying to yoink MDM slash Ballas lab, right? They said it's not a secret. Blah blah. I kind of got small arguments, but the main thing is we kind of told them we know that you're trying to take it. And I told them that Ballas are no longer involved in the lab, and we are involved in the lab now. And essentially they ended up proposing that what they pretty much said MDM is Hydra street team, and what the fuck are Ballas. They're pretty much talking shit about both of them because they're saying that MDM ran to us to share the lab, so then they don't have to worry about Rust. Which the truth is, I mean, that's probably a part of it, right? But we went to MDM anyways to begin with. So then they offered, how about you fuck them over and just share a lab with us? And I just said 10 mil just to see what they said, and he pretty much said offered back 7 mil. So the people there at the meeting, we came back, and as soon as we got in the car, I'll be honest, my first thought was, hey, let's fuck over Rust. Is fuck Rust. I don't really care about them. And maybe we could just collect the 7 mil paycheck, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what you guys think. Truthfully, the more I'm kind of thinking about both options, right? But I want to see what you guys think, if it'd be smart to share a lab with Russ or fuck them over, or what you think about that.
I think it's a good idea to share with Rust, to be honest.
You don't think it's
Maybe
a good idea?
feel more comfortable with, personally, with MANDEM than Rust.
Why?
I don't know, Rust are like, very, like, how should I say? They're not, they can sometimes do some crazy stuff you don't expect them to. While MANDEM, they're like pretty much, I mean, I'll just say it, MANDEM are like on a leash, you know? I don't think they will do something against us. While Rust, you never know with them. They have too much, they're sitting on their high horse. Even when we destroyed them, I still think they probably needs to prove something, so they might backstab us at some point.
Yeah.
I think we have a better relationship with MANDEM than Rust.
Why so?
Well, there's Matt, and then you guys do business with Patar, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That's not a relationship that we rely on though.
Because my thing is, okay, the way I see this, I don't give a fuck about anybody, truthfully, okay? I don't care about Russ. I don't care about MANDEM at the end of the day. So one side that I do see is, let's say we do fuck over MANDEM and we build a reputation with Rust. We don't really lose nothing, besides maybe Matt not being happy being in Vendetta. Maybe that's it. And fixing the relationship with Ross is, it is what it is. I still won't give a fuck about them, but we could just only gain like what, 10 mil from them. And then I don't think MANDEM would want to go to war with both Rust and Hydra, so they're just gonna have to fold. But if we get this money from Rust and then fuck over Rust will fucking want to go to war with us, and essentially the lab won't be safe. So if we're talking about just ourselves being selfish, I think fucking over MANDEM is the smarter thing, to be honest.
And then if we take the fucking 10 mil from Rust, I won't ever have to do the oil rig again. So I'm down for that.
I don't think Rust has that money.
Okay, yes, but see, yeah, I already thought about that, right? My thing is, right, it doesn't matter whether we fuck anyone over or not. Okay, essentially, we're doing this deal with Rust no matter what, whether we decide to fuck them over or not. That's like we're gonna get up to 10 million possibly. But whether we decide to fuck them over or not, we're still going to make sure we get paid before we give them access to a key. So even if they don't have the money, we ain't doing this deal until they pay us. So that part doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that part because I think regardless of whether we decide to share with Rust or we decide to share with Mandem, Rust is going to come for us anyway. So if we can get a free 7 mil to spend on war shit, then that's like they're coming for us no matter what, right? I don't
Yeah.
think they would. I think they're gonna, and maybe they won't quote unquote come for us, but they will try to steal the lab, which inevitably will lead to a war.
No,
So.
they already said they're going to.
Oh,
Literally,
okay.
he
I
said.
didn't miss that part. I missed it.
Literally at the meeting, he said, "We'll wait until you guys come up with a decision." Backhandedly saying, "We'll come after it if you guys don't want to give us share." Pretty much.
Okay.
I think we should fuck over Mandem because the Batar relationship doesn't really hold any weight of which we can't lose. Matt thing, yeah, sure, it's gonna suck, but at the same time, I mean, when's the last time somebody actually went out of the way to invite Matt to do something or like hang out with him? It's probably me and Arnie when we done the meth run.
I mean, when we brought him sometimes.
But still, listen, I fuck with Matt, right? But at the end of the day, bro, listen, I mean, there's a reason we always say, no, it's Hydra over everything kind of thing, you know? Like, all these other gangs at the end of the day don't matter.
Yeah. I think we need to remember that we're the strongest gang in the city, bro, and we can do whatever the fuck we want. And we can tell what direction we want to go in. Fuck thinking about other people's shit. We need to be selfish. And I personally don't want to go there and deal with the headache when fucking Roster sat in a bush camping, waiting for it, and then people get held up, and then boom. And then we lose the key, and then we're inevitably go to war anyways over the key that we're not going to get back because they're never going to give us it back, even if we clap them the next year. So I'd rather at least profit something now rather than wait until they catch you guys slipping coming out of the lab. So
Yeah.
it's either you're down to do, you don't, because someone's getting caught slipping coming out of the lab. 100%, bro. And no matter how cautious or careful you are,
That's another thing, yeah.
You're gonna lose the key eventually.
That's another thing is, if it was just like an R lab thing, I'd be down. See, if Russ is still gonna go after it, right? If MDM's gonna be cooking in it, inevitably they might get caught slipping and they might lose a fight to them.
I mean, all it takes is one person to rob the key off you, hold you guys up. Someone could be out there, but as soon as they get that key, they're getting in their car and they're dipping instantly. They ain't gonna stay around and fight you guys. They're just gonna dip.
Yeah, because you only need the key and then you can move the lab. You don't have to know where the lab is or anything like that. You just purchase a lab mover and it's done.
Yep. So I don't know. For me, like I don't fuck with Rust. I think inevitably it'll end up Rust probably taking it from us, but I'd probably rather share with them at the start.
I'd rather lose it to Russ, getting 10 mil, and then going to war with them, knowing that we already are up 10 mil against them.
Mm-hmm. We could also add in like stipulations like that they can't go to cook without one of us or some shit. I don't know. Just so they can't yoink it when they want, right?
It's like a formal contract.
Yeah,
it's
you wrote it down.
I mean, it's not really a contract. They just wouldn't have like full access of it, right?
If that happened, they probably definitely wouldn't pay 10. But if that happened, I'd be down to do like 7 mil, like they said, or 8 mil.
Yeah.
Is if they're willing to like have one of us go with them.
We also have to discuss like times of when like we would have priority use of it and they would have to use it around our schedules.
I mean, if they're paying 7 million, I think we should be the ones that are kind of a little bit lenient.
Nah. It's a 50-50. They're just buying into 50% of the lab, and then we talk about.
Yeah, well, okay, that's fair. 50-50 is fine, but no, I just don't think we should have full priority over them.
It's it's not priority. It's just we both agree on times.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bogo?
Listen, Matt's my soon-to-be son, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah, he's not gonna want to be your son no more after this.
This low-key is a good thing for Lily then.
It's a good thing for him, Matt, not Lily or Bogo.
Imagine
these two
if you
fuck
ask
ups as
them
your
or their
kids.
parents.
As your parents,
Two
yeah.
massive fuck ups as your parents.
That's just not. You're not wrong.
Oh, I don't think Lily's into this as Bogo is. Okay.
Nico, what's the saying that you say? The strongest will survive or some shit like that, bro?
Survival of the fittest, only the strong survive?
That's how it is, bro.
I mean, at the end of the day, let's see if they can get the money first. All the charges and shit, but...
I don't know. I feel like 7 million you could get in fucking the easiest time ever.
Do they do oil rigs and stuff?
Yeah,
Probably,
pretty sure they do.
yes.
You know, at the court case the other day, for their bail hearing, Crane like read out how much money like Ray had and they had in their gang fund and stuff. They definitely don't have that money, you know, in there right now.
Just because
Probably
Crane has a
hidden
car
somewhere.
doesn't mean...
Individual.
Okay,
It-
that
no,
doesn't.
no,
No, no,
it's
no.
not true.
Listen, it's simple. Guess what? They have $0. They go do oil rig. They have $2 million. Next week they do oil rig. They have $4 million.
No, and they have different groups too. They do the same.
Brother, they're gonna have other accounts that Crane hasn't got a hold of as well, you know. It wouldn't be that just easy to get everything they have.
And probably dirty money and
Yeah.
Or just sell a $5 million car. I'm sure they
Yeah,
have a car that's worth
They
$5
have more than
million.
enough cars, money. Brother, they've got it.
If they want to get the $7 million, if they're actually serious about sharing a lab, they can get some.
Brother,
There's
they
a
can give me a
reason they got-
GTR and we'll take that as half the payment.
Yeah, honestly, if they want to give us a car for payment, I'd be down too.
Yep.
It just depends how willing they are to actually make this work, and if they are, then they can make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
We're just gonna have to be my favor would be in they don't go to cook without one of us being there. Or at least giving them the key, right? I don't want them to have access to anything that we have access to.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Wait. Can you see that last part again?
Matt?
Them not having access to the storage, so if maybe they can go by themselves, but at the very least, they would have to have at least one of us go with.
Yeah.
What's gonna stop them from just holding us up and taking the key and dipping?
I mean, that's fine. I don't care about that. If they do that, they do that. But I don't want them knowing our storages, knowing what we might use in the future.
yeah. Okay.
I'd rather
See,
not burn a
if-
storage and lose a key. at
If
the
we're
same
put in a
time.
position where we go share it, like, where one of us go with them, like, that one person should just be safe at all times, be the lookout.
Yeah.
If they roll up on them, make sure you fucking text or tell someone on the radio, and also tell people when you're gonna go. Text people when you're gonna go.
does it actually matter though? Because if that person goes, and then you know,
Yeah, if you get
couple
dumped,
of hours
then
later,
If you get ocean dump, you don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
yeah, bro.
What if
I
they-
wake up at the hospital, and I'm
Keo,
missing
brother.
fucking 3 hours of my life?
what?
I'd rather not have to deal with that in between. I'd rather just play it smart and actually
It's
be
not just
signed.
that, but what if they say they got dumped too? You can't fully know who
Yeah.
has the key anymore at that point.
Oh, there's no way any of us would believe them if they say that anyways.
Yeah, we wouldn't, but I'd rather have our T's crossed and our I's dotted if I'm gonna go obliterate another fucking crew. It's literally asking 2 extra steps of just being safe. It's not a lot. If I can do an oil rig, you can fucking drop a key off. Sorry. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
And also, by the way, for what it's worth, the only reason I had Nova stepways, I don't want anyone to know about it because I don't want anyone to talk about us fucking anyone over in any way. But do not tell anyone, even CG, don't tell them. Especially not someone like Rami, because he'll just fuck up somehow. He'll tell people on the radio, then someone else will be on the radio and they're gonna find out.
There's just no one at all. It stays in like in between us. That's it.
Yes.
you.
Damn, he was already texting Kim what we're talking about, bro. Look at his
Fuck's
phone.
Kim?
Kim Brule, bro.
Oh. I say we do it.
It would be spicy. Like I said, I think the thing that for me, the biggest reason why I think it's a good idea is because I don't think Amanda would be down to war both of us. But I think Russ would be down to do that, to war us easily.
Yeah. And as much as we slammed them in the last war, bro, they'd never give up until Kaiba paid, and they don't have a smart person like Kaiba anymore.
I don't even remember last war. We were nice, no?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, in terms of like, I mean, if you go to war for something like this with someone, oh, I'm not letting them leave their Rust compound.
Yeah.
I don't remember like last time we were just in the streets and shit, right?
Last time we just slammed them every time we seen them.
Yeah, okay. But like, you know, if
Yeah,
you go
we
to war
weren't,
for
we
something
weren't like
like
hyper
this,
fucking up in their shit 24/7. Yeah.
if he goes like war
Bro,
for
if
something
they
like this,
take
bro,
it-
I'm
if
not
they
letting them
take
do
a-
anything.
Yeah, if they take a key, bro, you take their phones or radio, you fucking hard reset them.
Bro, we go for their sprays on their compound, bro. We
Yeah.
take their
Everything,
compounds.
bro. They're not leaving the
You-
compound ever again.
You have to go for sprays, take their phones and shit, bro. You gotta go to the nitty gritty.
We evict their shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's the only way. Because that's a big thing. Like normally the wars are just like egos.
And plus,
or
it's like the other thing is like MANDEM have had this lab for so long, and they've done fuck all with it. So maybe maybe Rust will actually put it to use.
Yeah, but I agree with the point that like Russ is gonna get it no matter what. So
Sorry.
We
Like,
keep
give
trying to
them
bring
a-
up timelines, but I don't think we need to really discuss the timeline yet.
I mean, I think so. I think talking to Russ. Okay. Before timelines, do we agree that we should probably? Would you guys want to actually share with Russ? Like, is everyone okay with that? Or overall, maybe it's the best idea.
Yeah, sounds like the best idea for us.
And yeah, it feels
When
like
you
it's
guys
gonna
put it like
be
that.
war either way, so might as well make it the money.
Neil?
Yeah.
So if that's
Fuck
the
Russ.
case, well, yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck about them at the same time, right? I agree. But if we mostly agree with that, I'd rather tell them early on and then let them, think about it really. Because either way, if we take a while to tell them, they're gonna take a while too. So it's just gonna delay the inevitable of whatever the outcome is gonna be. And I'd rather know sooner than later what they want to do.
I agree. I mean, I think if this is where we're at, we just go speak to them now and just tell them where we're at.